Hi, my name is Chris Deering. I'm the president of LandOps ARC, and we're doing a documentary on the old Woman Meteorite. When you see a shooting star in the night sky, everyone says, "Look, wow!" And you try to get a short glimpse of the final glory of something that has been traveling in space for ages. You don't think of claims, controversy, or court cases. The story about the old Woman Meteorite has somewhat of a dark cloud that overshadows the discovery, namely the battle over ownership. And there are many inconsistencies.
This story is not adding up because there's too many inconsistencies.
So we're telling the story of the same meteorite, but from quite a different perspective. It's a perspective that the adventure seekers of LandOps feel somehow got lost under the old woman's cold blanket of controversy. We're taking you all the way back to the first claim, when those who found it called it by a different name. Lucky Nugget. So the name Lucky Nugget really does, we feel, convey the excitement, the astonishment, the amazement, the wonder of the discovery of the old Woman Meteorite, which is its official name. We're not advocating in any way that the name should be changed. Okay, the name is what it is. But when you read the story of the old Woman Meteorite and the two prospectors that found it and the battle, the legal battle afterwards over the rights, and you sort of lose the sense, there's like an overshadowing, and you lose the sense of all the excitement and the astonishment and the wonder of finding something absolutely so unusual. So this is our reasoning for choosing the name Lucky Nugget. It jumped right off the page and into our heart and touched the emotion of what it must have been like to discover the second largest meteorite in the United States. I am here with Fernando Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Fernando, and I have a interesting hobby. I enjoy doing research and exploring in the desert, and my passion has led me to get training on desert navigation, on many of the survival aspects, and also doing research as to what type of life was out in the desert.
So one of the things that you brought to me a ways back was the story of the old Woman Meteorite. And when you were talking about this old Woman Meteorite, well, first of all, it was really puzzling to me. It didn't seem like a story that, it just had too many different twists and turns in it. But yet it's a fascinating story.
The more I read about the story, there really wasn't a lot of details about it.
Yeah.
And on one hand, it had a lot of significance because it was the second largest meteorite in the country that was found.
Exactly.
And on the other hand, there was very little details about the actual location where it was found.
That's one of the things that puzzled me, was that here you have the second largest meteorite found in the United States, and I would have thought that it would be meticulously detailed, even to the point where somebody must certainly have tried to figure out the trajectory, the possible impact location, because it just didn't float down. So it had to have some spot where it impacted, maybe pulverizing some rocks or creating some sort of disruption in the earth. Of course, it may have been covered up by now, but it seems like there was no details. There was almost, I don't want to say concealment, but it almost seems that way. It almost seems like there's just so many puzzling pieces that there was no real effort to document this amazing find.
Correct, and that's how I felt. I felt that more than half of the story was being left behind.
Mysteries of Lucky Nugget is being brought to you by the LandOps Adventure Radio Club. Up until now, all the video equipment being used is the personal gear of some of the members. For this documentary and adventures to come, the club is looking to upgrade to better microphones, camera lenses, stabilizers, and in short, just some basic equipment upgrades.
This is Canon is eyeballing your boss cam.
That this is all being done by a nonprofit club And quite frankly, we have just a couple cameras. We have two DJI second generation quadcopters that both the downlinks are burned out. And if you fly drones, what that means is we can't see what we're shooting any longer. So we need help to go back. We didn't get the shots.
No, we didn't get the shots that we believe will bring you into the story. There's such beauty in the desert, the ruggedness, the vast areas, the beauty of some of the canyons and the steepness of some of the hills.
Yes.
And we'd like to be able to illustrate and get you as passionate about the story as we are. And this whole story in and of itself is a very interesting story to hear, but if we can take you back there and we can make you feel like you're actually part of this, I think you could really get connected to it, and we can provide something that's very satisfactory to the viewers.
Yes.